It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage. To 17.
Ready.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll power his way up near the 25. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Again, it's Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter from the gun. And caught by London. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Deontay Hardy back deep. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got some space here.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Set, ready. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Ready.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Cut.
On play action, here's Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Robinson up the middle.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Algier. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Algier. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out.
Oh, some strong running.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Cook again.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And now they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Left side, Cook.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run again on first down. Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And past the 30 down to about the 27. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons' 18-yard line.
They'll try to middle with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set, hut.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Algier. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Ready up.
Back to throw, Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Partner, you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Allen and Knox teaming up there for a Buffalo first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They run it again with Cook. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From midfield, here's Allen sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And quickly, they get to the line. From the pistol, they run it with Cook.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Again, it's Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ritter throwing on third down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky. But they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
In motion left is Davis.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
191 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Here's Cook again. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Left side, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. In motion right is Davis. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They try again with Cook. And he won't get back to the line of scrimmage this time either as they stop him behind the line once more. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Cook running right, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Allen going to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
6, Madden. Come on, 38. White.
Ritter now. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
2nd and 10.
Ready?
Ritter will set up to throw it. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson, 49 yards.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A give. This is Cook. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
229 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They run it again with Cook.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook
scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Bills are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it in any hopes that they have.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's 1st and 10. Ritter.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down. Ritter wants to throw it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Ritter has it knocked down. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Ritter.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
This 2nd and 4. Allen to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to reach
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Miami.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Ready. 20, TX. Turbo word. 21G, 21G.
Throwing to start here is Tua.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins.
Here's Hardy set to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
In motion, the tight end. They run the counter with Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Again, it's Cook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. Well, I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bills first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Here's Allen. He'll let this go deep for Sherfield. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards. Cook. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 89 yards. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score.
There he goes, left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here's Cook again.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. To the air, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, A better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll run the toss to Mostert.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Mostert.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen on the move to his left. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free, but we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it. And watch where the yardage gained on the last snap.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No flags on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, second down.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Allen throwing on second down. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
97 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. It's Cook. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Cook running right. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Bills have got it back to within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
Now a give to Mostert running right. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From midfield, here's Tua. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 56 yards.
And the Bills have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth.
Hey, get set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Second down and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And they're going to speed things up here. Handoff comes to Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Allen going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Cook following the penalty.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Left side, Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Murray. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Diggs, the motion man left.
On 1st down, Murray. He's able to work 3 for about 6 down to the 18.
2nd down and 4.
And now they'll throw with Allen. This will be caught at about the 3.
And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Murray is in. Touchdown, Bills. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Dolphins 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Go ahead.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
21G. Ready.
And the drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here comes 2nd down. Now Tua.
Flush to his right.
He's got it complete to Waddle, and he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Throwing Tua.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tua.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he stopped immediately there. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 34 yards. And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new
touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. The tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Allen to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
2 yards to go, second down.
A give. This is Cook. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover.
This is 1st and 10.
Now Tua.
That'll be caught by Hill.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Tua. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate, but the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.